What up? What up? What up, you guys? It's Blackwing 2040. Welcome back to another review of the Power Rangers Marathon. Yes, it was quick. Mighty Morph. Today, I will be reviewing Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers. This is a mini series. It was only 10 episodes. Watched the first half last night. Finished the rest of the back half of the season today. And oh boy, I can't wait. I can't wait to man. I just can't wait to start Zeo after I finish this review. But yeah, there's not a lot to say about Alien Rangers. It's a very short season. It's basically bridges the gap between the end of MMPR going into Zeo, and it does bridge the gap very well. And I know it's a not really a much talk about season just because of how short it is. So anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get the show on the road. Let's start off with our first story focus episode, Alien Rangers of Aquitar. So the last time we left the Rangers, they were turned into kids by a plan plotted by Master Vile, where he reversed the Earth, transforming everyone in Angel Grove, the Rangers, Lieutenant Stone, Bulk and Skull, all of them got transformed back into kids. So Rita and Zed, Rito and Goldar used this as an opportunity to take over Angel Grove. So they plan an attack on Angel Grove. Master Ball stops them because he's using them for an even bigger plan. And the Rangers, as kids, they get not kidnapped. They get stopped by the police. Well, first they get ambushed by Tengas and Rito, but of course, as kids, they're able to take them down, and then they get picked up by the police and they're kept in holding until an adult comes to get them. So Kat disguises herself as Billy's mother, and they leave the police station, and they have to walk all the way back to the command center. So the Rangers inform Zordon and Alpha of the situation, and basically now they have to call for backup. So they reach out to the alien rangers of the planet Aquitar, and the equation, I hope I'm saying that right. The rangers of Aquitar basically are fish-like creatures who can only survive in aquatic environments. Once outside of their environment, if they're out for too long, they will get dehydrated, and you guys know the rest. So they're putting their lives on the line. So the alien rangers receive their transmission from Zordon. They teleport to they travel to Earth. They meet the Rangers of Earth, and here we're introduced to Delphine, who is the white alien ranger and the first leader, female leader of a ranger team. A lot of people seem to forget. A lot of people say that Jen is the first, but no, it's not Jen. It was Delphine. Delphine was the first. So you have Delphine, the white alien ranger, Orico, the red alien ranger, um, Sestro, the blue alien ranger, Tidius, the yellow alien ranger, and Corcus, the black alien ranger. So with the alien rangers, they bring a fleet of their own Zords called Battleborgs. They're basically like the Shogun Zords, but just less bulky. They're more flexible. They're more I don't want to say flimsy, but they're more combat ready. They're more. Oh my gosh, I don't have the word for it. My gosh, I do not have the word for it. But anyway, so Master Vile sends down a pack of monsters to destroy the Alien Rangers, but the Alien Rangers basically hold their line of defense using their battle boards, and also the Rangers of Earth giving them the Shogun Zords to form the Shogun Megazord. So of course they're not out of the woods yet, so Earth is still being protected, and that's basically the end of the first 2 episodes because this was a premiere two-parter. So the next story focus episode is Climb Every Fountain. So in this episode, Billy creates a device with the help of the ninja power coins. They'll be able to turn themselves back into adults, but they can only do it one person at a time. So they get their coins. Billy creates the machine called the Regenerator. They put the coins in the machine, and while they're doing this, they get ambushed by Rita, Zed, Goldar, and Rito. So just when they're about to they activate the device, and the device was able to turn Billy back into his original self. But just when they're about to use it on the other Rangers, Rito destroys the device, takes the power coins, throws them up to Goldar, and Rita and Zed destroy the power coins. So now the Rangers are basically powerless completely. Nothing to do. So the Alien Rangers are basically recharging themselves in the fountain at Angel Grove. They protect the citizens, and the mayor of Angel Grove congratulates them and welcomes them to Earth as friends to protect Angel Grove from other oncoming dangers. So now you're wondering, what about our Earth Rangers? What are they gonna do? Well, thankfully, there is a way for them to get their powers. A new source of power is what the Rangers are going to need, and they basically need to hunt. Well, not hunt. They need to go on a quest for the Zeo crystals, and this is where the Zeo quest begins. Now, you're wondering, and Billy does say this, but Zordon, uh, weren't the Zeo crystals thrown in a temporal vortex? Yes, but this is where the Zeo quest begins. So excluding Billy, of course. So Catherine, Aisha, Rocky, Adam, and Tommy all go on a quest to retrieve each portion of the crystal, while Rita and Zed send Rito and Goldar into the bottoms areas of the command centers to plant a device to blow it up from the inside out. And that's basically their subplot for the remainder of this miniseries. So let's begin talking about the Zeo Quest. So our first ranger on the Zeo Quest is Rocky. Rocky is teleported back to a different time period in Mexico where he meets his grandfather, Pablo, who's young at the time. And Pablo tells him about the crystal in the volcano. So Rocky travels into the volcano by himself, but of course he has his skills and his wits, and he's able to retrieve the crystal from the volcano. And once he retrieves his Zeo crystal, this also prevents the volcano from erupting. So basically, he retrieves the crystal and saves his grandfather's village. So that's Rocky's portion of the quest. He's done. Adam is teleported to a different time period of Korea because Adam is of Korean descent, and he's looking for a wise man named Kyoji. I'm pretty sure I said his name right. And he meets this old man that's basically calling him the spirit of the frog. And Adam thinks this old man is, preventing him from finding his the Zeo crystal. But as he asks each old man who, if he is Kyoji, they all say, no, I am not. But it turns out this old man that was with him the whole time is actually the man he was looking for, Kyoji. And Kyoji tells him of the Zeo crystal that's in the waterfall. So Adam goes to the waterfall, retrieves the Zeo crystal, and then he teleports back to present day. So that's two pieces of the Zeo crystal back together. Next, we have Tommy's portion of the Zeo quest. He is teleported to a Native American village who's asking to find the Zeo crystal, and he meets a man known as True of Heart. True of Heart basically tells Tommy of a story written on the walls, I would say hieroglyphics, but not hieroglyphics, like cave paintings of a warrior who's come to their village to find a crystal, and turns out the story is actually about Tommy. So Tommy wanders through the village following the hawks, and he's able to head to this mountain, and True Heart is with him the entire time. Once they get to the top of the mountain, True Heart shows him three, I want to say they're not scrolls, but um, three things, and one of these things holds the crystal. And of course, throughout this portion of the journey, Tommy's very hesitant. He doesn't know what to do or anything, but True of Heart guides him, and he makes it to the top. He closes his mind, and as each one of these three things has the crystal, the other two explode while one remains, and that one wrapping holds the Zeo crystal that Tommy was looking for. So before Tommy leaves, True of Heart gives him an arrowhead that's supposed to be part of Tommy's heritage. This plays a big role later on. So it's just one half of the arrowhead. Tommy asks True of Heart what happened to the other half. He said, "You'll know about the other half later on." So Tommy gets his portion of the crystal, teleports back, and next we talk about Kat's portion of the Zeo quest. She's teleported back to Australia, and she meets up to a woman that looks exactly like her older self. So the older woman drives, but they're stopped by another older woman that looks exactly like Kat, and she says she needs help to back to her home. Kat decides, this old woman needs help, so she gets out of the jeep and walks the old woman back to her home. Once she returns the old woman back to her home, the old version of Kat rewards her with, turns out, the Zeo crystal, and it was basically a lesson learned. Once you do things out of the good of your heart, you are basically rewarded. So Kat now has her piece of the crystal, and she's teleported back. And our final crystal of the Zeo quest is Aisha. But before we get to that, let's talk about what the Alien Rangers have been going through. Basically, they've just been protecting Angel Grove. Rita and Zed have been sending down monsters to try to stop them and also drain the Alien Rangers of their hydration. They have tried many times. At moments there, the Alien Rangers have to teleport back to their home world to recharge and then come back. Billy has tried to create a machine that can hydrate the Alien Rangers without them having to teleport back to Aquitar, but that machine got destroyed by the Tangas. And also, Rita and Zed make contact with one villain on Aquitar known as the Hydro Hog, and Zed teleports Hydro Hog to Earth so he can drain the Earth's water supply so that way the Alien Rangers won't recharge. So, with the remaining Rangers who are back in the present day, bring water to the Alien Rangers, and Billy creates a device that is able to change the polarity of a cloud to make it rain, and that strengthens up the Alien Rangers, and they fight off Hydra Hog in the Shogun Zords. Hydra Hog's defeated, and the Alien Rangers save the day. So now back to Aisha. Aisha is teleported to Africa, and she almost has an encounter with a sick lion, but she is saved by a young girl named Tanya. Tanya tells Aisha that her parents are basically not animal. Her parents are researchers, but they got separated, and she's been living in the village in Africa. And she also tells Aisha about a plague that's been hurting the animals. So they walk. Tanya and Aisha walk back to the village and also meet this old woman. I forgot her name. Forgive me if I don't know the woman's name. But Aisha also knows that her mother told Aisha that there was um, a woman that's claiming to be Aisha's aunt. And it turns out, yes, this old woman is this wise woman in the African village is Aisha's aunt. So she also is holding a Zeo crystal, which she calls her magic talisman, and saying that Aisha is the chosen one to come back to the village and save the animals and stop the plague that's been hurting their village. So now that Aisha has her crystal, Zordon is ready to teleport Aisha back, but there's been a change. So Aisha decides to give Tanya the Zeo crystal because Aisha decides to stay in Africa and help the village and the animals because this is where she feels that this is where she belongs. This is also I feel like this was very shoehorned and forced because like I said, Aisha does not get no development at all. We don't know what she does. Um we don't know anything else more about her and everything. It's just we don't know anything more about Aisha. That's the sad thing. What's going on, Patty? But other than that, it's sad, and I feel I feel like it was pointless. So anyway, Tanya gets teleported back to the present. Billy creates a device that's able to reform the Zeo Crystal back together again, and the Zeo Crystal changes the Rangers back to their original selves, and including Tanya as well. So back with Rito and Goldar, they plant the device, and the device is Rita gives them a command, just before you leave, steal the Zeo crystal before the device explodes. So the Rangers teleport to meet up with the Alien Rangers of Aquitar to thank them for protecting Angel Grove, where during their time of absence of no power. And right before the Rangers can teleport back into the command center, Rito and Goldar steal the Zeo crystal, and the Rangers come in, and Alpha tells them that Rito and Goldar stole the power on the Zeo crystal. And then at that moment, the implosion device explodes, and the command center is literally about to be destroyed. Alpha teleports all the Rangers and Tanya out just in time, and then right when the Rangers teleport out, the command center is destroyed. This is our first ever base destruction in Power Rangers, you guys. So this this moment also left me with chills because it was just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen to the Rangers now? Like really, it just fills you up with this moment of the command center is destroyed. They have no powers. The Zeo crystal was just reformed and it got stolen. What's gonna happen? And of course, we leave that for a review of Power Rangers Zeo. And that's basically the end of Alien Rangers. The Alien Rangers don't really get any development. It's just they're there. They want to learn about Earth and everything, and that's just about it. And the only side characters are Bulk and Skull, and of course they're in their kid forms as well. And it's just yeah, there's nothing really else to say about this season. This season was just basically a bridge season. Yes, thank you, Patty. Yes, thank you for saying that. This is the second time the Rangers lose. They lose at the end of season 3, they lose at the end of this season, and of course there's another time where the Rangers do lose. But yeah, the Rangers lose badly, but not as badly as later on in Turbo. So yeah, that's the end of the Alien Rangers review, you guys. Like I said, this was short. It's nothing else to really talk about. But yeah, that's the end of Alien Rangers Bridges the Gap. So stay tuned, you guys, for my review of Power Rangers Zeo. I am so excited to talk about Zeo because Zeo is one of my favorite seasons. From the theme song, the suits, the Gold Rangers, so many things, so many awesome things happen in Zeo. I'm so excited to talk about it because man, this has been a really great journey so far to actually make it through all of MMPR. Zeo's worth it just for the just for the opening. But yeah, Zeo's gonna be awesome, and then gonna watch through all of Turbo. Turbo's gonna be a heavy push through, and then once we get to the end of Turbo, we enter the GOAT era Power Rangers, which begins within space. I'm excited. Like this journey has been really, really awesome. Thank you guys so much for enjoying this ride with me, and I hope you guys, if you guys have been rewatching these episodes, if you have, cool. If you haven't, that's fine too. You're just basing it off your memory, which is totally fine. But man, we come a long way, you guys, from Mighty Morphin, from just Jason, Trini, Zach, Billy, and Kimberly, and Tommy to now it's just been one heck of a ride. And the ride's gonna get even more crazier going on. And I can say this is basically we're in the middle. Yeah, we're in the middle portion of the Zordon era. Whew, wow. But anyway, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. In the comment section below, if you did like Alien Rangers, tell me in the comments. If you didn't like it, also share your opinion. Be civil about your opinions, please. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, stay tuned for my review of Power Rangers Zeo later on in the future, probably in the next, I don't know, maybe month or so, depending on how fast I get through the season. But yes, the Alien Rangers did have good suits. But okay, I'm rambling on and on. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to click that bell to be notified of every stream and video that I do. But as always, guys, I am Vengeance, I am Darkness, I am Blackwing. Stay golden, and may the power protect you.